Hey, vinyl community, welcome back. This is Hub Tunes. I am Mike. Doing I said I was gonna do a follow up to my record store day video. Wanted to listen to everything and give you my thoughts on what I purchased. I bought quite a few things. Some I didn't need. So that's the purpose of this video, to tell you what I didn't need. I'm going to start out with some of the stuff that was kind of just meh. I remember this being... first of all, I want to just say Record Store Day was absolutely fantastic. I had a really, really good time. The Swifties were out in force, which did make for the really long lines. But I adapted, and it was fine. In the end, I got everything I wanted, and met some people, and got breakfast at a little cafe I would never have gone to because I went to a excuse me, I went to a different store on the other side of the city, which I never go to. I had a great time. They were organized. I got everything I wanted there, except for a couple of things, which was no big deal. And yeah, no, it was a really good day. It was good to see people in the store. You know, people were complaining about the Swifties, whatever. You know what? They went in, they got their record. Then I also saw them walking out with 2 or 3 other records. So they weren't just there for Taylor Swift. They were picking up multiple items. A lot of those items were also used items, and that's where record stores make their money, is on those used items. So all in all, I had a great day. Looking forward to it next year and Black Friday, and I'm thrilled. That being said, I did purchase quite a few items. Some of the stuff is spectacular. I'll show that at the end. And I will start with the stuff that, you know, I probably needed to be a little more picky about, maybe a little more educated on. I don't know. I'm not blaming myself. Well, I kind of am. The first one is Medeski, Martin, and Wood. It's a jungle out there. I loved this album when it came out in... early 1991. They kind of came from the jam band era. You know, kind of like they came out of the jam band kind of scene. John Medeski, what's his name, Brian Martin, and Chris Wood. Terrific trio, funky, instrumental, jazzy, but a little rock in there. I remember this album being better. It's the first time it's been on vinyl. I think it's an anniversary reissue. Like I said, I remember it being better. It's okay. It's not great. It's on the clear blue, translucent light blue. I guess I'll keep it. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another listen, but I wasn't real thrilled with it. This I'm definitely not thrilled with. It sounded so interesting, and it's on the Gearbox label from the UK. Gearbox, I have a bunch of stuff from Gearbox, and it's all great. Sounds great, really cool stuff. They're expensive to get in the US. This one was $32.99, so I was like, I gotta get this. This sounds great. And it's Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. I do not like this. There's a little bit of vocals on here from Andy Bay, which I kind of knew. It's all covers. It's not a great era of the Jazz Messengers. I knew that going in. It just sounded really interesting. The sound on it's not very good. It's okay, but it's just not great. In fact, I may sell this. I don't see any reason to keep it in my collection, but I do have tons of Art Blakey, so maybe I'll just slide it in and forget it's there. This is another one I probably didn't need. First of all, I think I thought this was the album Way of Life. It's not. It's an EP, and it's the Way of Life Rarities by Suicide. There's a couple. I mean, they do a cover of Born in the USA, and if you know Suicide, they're a very minimal post-punk band. It's three live songs and an early studio version. It's okay. Well, the problem is I'll never listen to it because I would much rather hear the album. But it's cool. They do a really interesting cover of Born in the USA. Only the way Suicide could do it. So maybe it's worth keeping. I'm going to keep it, but Yeah, I probably didn't need it. And again, it wasn't cheap. I want to say it was well over $20 for an EP. Probably could have skipped that. I this one, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it because I love this series and I have them all, and they only go up in value. Not that I collect for value, but this is probably my least favorite of the Jazz Dispensary releases. They release one of these every year. They're pretty reasonably priced. This one's $29.99. They're beautiful artwork. They always come on a terrific vinyl. I mean, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. They sound great. This one musically just isn't my favorite. It's really not my jam at all. Maybe I need to give it another listen, but it's definitely not my favorite of the Jazz Dispensary releases from Record Store Day. But I will keep it just because I do have all the others and keep them in the collection. So those are the things I probably could have been a little more picky about buying. And I could have saved a couple $100. But then now everything else, great. I picked this up. It's not incredible. It's not great, but I am a sucker for 60s and 70s garage psychedelic rock. This is the Marble Frog. A very, very difficult album to find an original. I don't think there were very many of them made. I want to say I read 500. Cool artwork. It is on a, let's see if I can get this out. It's on a cool green vinyl. It sounds good. It is, it's all covers. Probably a lot of the songs, I mean, you know them all. They're standard covers. I'll read some of them. I Know You Rider is pretty good. The Stone Song Connection, Strange Brew, Season of the Witch, which is actually really good. I'm So Glad is meh. My favorite song on here actually is a song called Love Me Again, and I think that might actually be an original. I'm not sure. But then they do a cover of Born to Be Wild, and they do a terrible cover of the Byrds' Feel a Whole Lot Better. And then they do a really nice version of Hendrix's Fire. And the guitarist in this band is really good. So they actually hold their own on that. It's actually pretty good. But overall, I would say about half of the covers are good. I mean, there's nothing horrible on here, but but like I said, I'm a sucker for this kind of music, and I'm enjoying it. I will definitely keep that. Now we're getting into, some of the best stuff here. Next up, I picked up this. This was just a last minute thing. This wasn't even on my list. This is Surfing the Great Lakes. This is fun. I love guitar surf music. This is surf music. I love the cover there. I believe that's right off of Kenosha, Wisconsin. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Kenosha. Actually, you know what? It might be Milwaukee. Yeah, I think it's either Milwaukee or Kenosha. Anyway, it's got the Trashmen on it. I love the Trashmen. Again, I'm a sucker for this 60s guitar garage sound, and this is really, really good. It's got the Marauders, the Mustangs, the Boss Tweeds, the Readymen, and more. A fun record. It's not hi-fi quality. It's on this cool little vinyl thing. Blue vinyl, turquoise, but really fun record. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Glad I got that. This is another one. I bought this only for one reason, and that is because I needed the cover of Papa Was a Rolling Stone. I do not have the album version of that anywhere in my collection. So and you can't find this album. These things are all beat up. This is the Temptations, All Directions. You find these in the stores. They're beat up. They're not playable. So it was really good. I'm so happy that Record Store Day, we're starting to get some of the Motown stuff. We're getting a lot more soul and R&B, and I went crazy for the R&B this year. So this was a no-brainer for me. I absolutely had to pick it up. It's on black vinyl. It's on the Motown label. It sounds really good. And like I said, I bought it for one song. There's a lot of good songs on here. I love the song, The First Time... Mother Nature and It Ain't Got Nothing. Really good songs. So very, very happy to pick this up. And the long version of Papa Was a Rolling Stone is spectacular. This was one that I was really, really excited about, and it is great. And this is Willie Henderson and the Soul Explosions. Look at that artwork. That is awesome. This is Funky Chicken. The Soulful Football opens it up with actual chickens. Well, it's probably not real chickens, but it's somebody making chicken noises. But the album gets much better after the opener. The opener is kind of meh. But it's a fun record. The song Sugar Sugar, the Archie's song is great to open side 2. Funky Chicken part 1 and 2 are great. Ooh Wee Baby, I Love You. Just a really good soul R&B funk record. Really, really good. It's also on Translucent, which you guys know I hate translucent vinyl. But it's the only way you're going to get this record, and it is worth every penny. I am thrilled to have this. It is a fun record, actually. I might play that tonight. This, I have the others, and I'm a huge Miles Davis fan, so I had to pick this up, and it's great. What is it called? Turnaround. It's the complete sessions from On the Corner. The great artwork. It's on blue vinyl. I know people love to see the blue vinyl. Love the inner sleeve. Isn't that cool? This is great. All outtakes from well, I don't know. Some days On the Corner is my favorite of the electric years for Miles. It's just funky. It's just funkier than Bitches Brew and Jack Johnson, but it's really good to have this. And I did not have, I know these have been out for a while on CD, but I'm collecting all of these, so really, really enjoying that. This is a no-brainer for me. I wanted this. I love this record. I've known about this record for years. You cannot find it anywhere. They're all beat up. This is Weighing In. Al Wilson, his cover of Born on the Bayou is great. It opens this thing up. This is Somebody to Love is the next song, and it's really, really good. It's on this kind of translucent orange. Great R&B record. You guys, if you have never heard this record, go stream it. It's a classic. His vocals too. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful vocals. This was I saw somebody talking about this, and I was like, oh, I got to get that. This is Flash and the Dynamics, the New York Sound. It is great. It's done by Kevin Gray. It is Latin. Funk, and it is fun. And the guitarist on here is great. It sounds incredible. They've done a really nice job of reproducing the whole thing. They only made one record, and this is it. And I love this record. It sounds phenomenal. Kevin Gray did a great job with this. So yeah, these guys are Latin, but they're from New York City, I believe. So really, really cool. If you guys see this laying around, grab it. If you like Latin funk and jazz, and grab it. And then the last, and I knew this was going to be great because they do such a great job with their records. And it is the Grateful Dead's box set. This is Boston 77. I had this on bootleg on cassette for years. This whole run of shows, Boston 77, is fantastic. I hope they release them all. That would be really, really cool. But this is a Boston Garden 77, and it is really, really good. These all sound great. They're all like remastered and, fixed up. They're all digital, but man, they sound really good. Excellent packaging, beautiful artwork. Yeah, I can't complain about this. These are always great. 5 LP set, $126. I'm on board with those. So that's my quick review of my purchases now that I've listened to everything. Some hits or misses. Definitely some stuff I didn't need, no doubt. But man, the things I got, I'm loving the R&B funk stuff. So keep it up with that. Record Store Day, we need more of it. You guys stay well. Questions, comments, snide remarks down below, and stay well. Bye.